This is the first house right here that I renovated that I kind of doubted myself and I didn't think I would be able to renovate this or finish renovating it. This house kind of puzzled me a little bit. And I bro, come on. Yo. Huh? He's sitting on the back of the truck. Connor, she telling you to come on in. I'm gonna be on mute because I'm about to start filming. Huh? Huh? Bro, I can't make him come in the house. I already told him. This is the first house right here that I kind of doubted myself on if I'll be able to renovate it or. So this is the first house right here that kind of made me doubt if I would be able to finish renovating it or not. Honestly, this house kind of puzzled me a little bit. And it's not because the exterior design, because when I seen it, I kind of exactly knew what I wanted to do with it and how I wanted to switch it up. I honestly think it was just the interior that kind of puzzled me because how small it is, how crammed it is, how closed off it is, and just the way it looked. Like the kitchen, I couldn't come up with an idea for it at first, but I eventually came up with one. I'm recording a video. What? What? Bro, Connor, please come see what she want. So you guys, let's get into this renovation. I'm gonna show you guys how I turn this house around. All right, so let's get into this renovation. First thing we gotta do is, y'all already know if y'all been here before, is clean up the exterior. If not, hello to the new subscribers. My name is Ronald. I renovate houses in The Sims. I've been doing this for like a few years now here on YouTube, but I've been renovating houses on Sims for 5 years now. And then I just decided to start showing people. Well, I actually decided to start renovating houses on YouTube because I used to ask my brother and my nephew and all of them about my renovations, and to be honest, they wasn't being honest. Like, if it was a good renovation, they wouldn't say. If it was a bad renovation, they would basically just lie about it. So I decided to kind of get the world opinion, I guess. But anyways, back to this renovation. To me, when I first looked at the exterior, I was like, oh, I automatically know what I should do with the exterior. But as soon as I got to that interior, that's where I kind of got puzzled at. Oh, and I forgot to mention, this is a two house. This is a two lot. This is two houses on one lot. So we're going to take care of this other house if y'all want me to in the next video or whenever. Alright, so I can't wait to show y'all all the little design ideas I got for this house. I'm about to go kind of crazy with this house right here, but not too crazy. We about to do some simple things, but nice. And if you came here looking for somebody that can decorate a house real nice, I know how to do the designing part nice, but I definitely don't know how to stage and decorate and all that. Alright, let me say this first. Even though we don't have a budget for this house, we're going to save a lot of money with this house because I see some things that I want to keep and reuse. Like, first of all, these windows up here. That's definitely a keep. They're newer, updated windows. All I need to do actually is just clean up around them and then change the color to white and black just to give it a little fresher look. This roof pattern, I'm gonna keep this. I usually would use a black roof pattern, but I feel like this roof pattern right here is perfect on this house. That paint, I'm gonna keep part of that and then switch it up in some places. Like, all around, they got nice windows. They just had those little ugly older style things around them, so it made them look horrible. But we can actually keep these windows and just repaint them. This part of the house right here, I'm just gonna go ahead and redesign this. As you guys can see, they got this roof sticking off. I might just go ahead and square this off. I feel like it's ugly rounded like this, so what we're gonna do is go ahead on the inside and remove some of this stuff out this space, and this is gonna make this living room area a little bit bigger. So let's go ahead and remove all this little stuff and get this area ready. All right, all that stuff is gone, so we just need to knock out this wall right here and knock out, wait, we don't even have to knock out the walls. Let's just do it like this. This gonna make it way easier. We'll knock them out after. So let's just go ahead and square this side off using this wall tool, and then I'm gonna just pull that down like that and remove these inside walls. Boom. So now that gave it a little more space. I feel like the shape on the exterior is a lot better, and the house just looked 10 times better like that. All right, but with the roof, we're gonna keep that roof pattern, but with the roof trimming, I'm gonna go with this square roof trimming, and I'm gonna keep that white on this house. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that white. So let's just go ahead and run that all the way around. It's not too many crazy changes we gotta make to the exterior, because honestly, this house is in good condition on the exterior. The paint and stuff, I just need to remove all the little mold and the little spots on the roof and stuff. Let's remove this and then get rid of these little things up here, and I'm gonna repaint this. I'm gonna use a different brick up there. So I'm gonna get rid of this and get rid of these columns, because I got a little idea for some new columns. And we're gonna switch out this front door, and we're gonna also reuse that railing right here, the railing and the fencing around this front porch. We're gonna reuse that, but I'm gonna definitely make this front porch entrance a little bit bigger. All right, now let's remove that window down there. I'm gonna grab the new columns that we're gonna use, and we're gonna be using these strength and lumber columns, and I'm gonna do it in this color. I feel like this is gonna go good with the color of the house. And then on this side right here, I want to just use the matter of fact, I'm gonna leave that all the way around and then just put this on the front porch, so it would just be the siding right here, and then the siding with the brick around the house, around the shell of the house, basically. Okay, so like I mentioned, we're gonna use another like pattern swatch, paint swatch. We're gonna use that brick, this sinister brick, and we want to use that in this like dark grayish color. So I'm gonna put that around this, on that side of the house, and then I don't know if I should do it up there also. I think I should just do it like that. I don't know if I want to do it up here. I feel like if I do it up here also, that's a little bit too much, maybe. I kind of like the way it look. Y'all drop down in the comment section if I should keep it up top or if I should remove it. But I kind of like the yellow poking out up top, so we're gonna leave that like that for now. Y'all drop down in the comment section and let me know what y'all think. And the next thing we need to focus on is that foundation. Alright, since we're doing the white and black windows, I think we should do something similar with the foundation, just so it kind of flows with everything. Yeah, I think that looks nice. Let's just go ahead and run that all the way around the house. Still got little things here and there that we got to remove on the exterior, but that's fine. Right here, we need to switch out that window color. On this part of the house, we just gonna leave this yellow like we did with the front. Hold up, I'm gonna be back. I'm filming. Hold on, I'm gonna be back. And on this side of the house, we need to just go ahead and change the color of these windows, which some of these windows might get switched out for larger ones, but for the most part, these windows are here pretty decent. Alright, so for the last part of the exterior renovation, we just need to run some new grass around this house, or around this lot. and then just add a little walkway down from the front. Oh, and we need to add the new front door. I don't want to use this front door because I kind of use it a lot, but it's like one of my favorite front doors, and I feel like it's gonna match this exterior perfectly. So let's remove this stuff from the area where we gotta place it. And then I'm gonna grab one of my favorite front doors, this gateway front door, and place it there. I feel like that's perfect for that area. And then over here on this part of the front of the house where we squared off, we're gonna just use those same windows, but the larger ones. And I'm gonna do 2 up front. Only I need to turn on bb.move object so I'll be able to place this window here because of that stair railing. So now we can just place another window right there. Alright, and with the exterior, we didn't have to go too crazy. We didn't have to make too many changes. We barely spent anything. We just added some little brick, new columns, new foundation, painted the windows, kept the same roof trimming. Not the same roof trimming, the same roof pattern, and changed the roof trimming. On to the interior now. We got some walls to knock out first of all, and a little bit of space to add in certain places. All right, so let's go ahead and just knock this out. This doesn't make no sense to be here. This is closing it off, making it look dark, depressing. Let's remove this little bit of stuff. This living room is little. It's gonna be kind of hard and tight because of what I want to do with this, but we're gonna figure it out. I don't know why, but this little book right here won't remove. Alright, so we got that done. Now let's go ahead and remove this wall right here. Like I mentioned, this is closing off, making it look dark, depressing. We're gonna remove that archway and then make our way back here to the kitchen. And this is like the main event of the house for me, doing the kitchen, because I always want to come up with a nice, bigger, open design for the kitchen. So we're basically gonna be deleting that dining room area for the kitchen, just to give you guys a little hint of what I'm about to do. We about to make this kitchen a lot bigger but nicer. It's not gonna look big and goofy. And for the people that's been watching, I know I've been saying I was gonna be more consistent, but I just be having a lot going on, and sometimes I honestly just don't be feeling like recording. So that's why y'all don't get that many videos, but I still try to put out a video like maybe once every week, every 2 weeks. I'm gonna try to be more consistent. I know I say that a lot though. All right, let's go ahead and move this stuff out this kitchen, because this kitchen is definitely going to be getting switched up, rearranged, redesigned. Oh, and we want to keep that window back there. Alright, we got all the stuff removed from the kitchen, all the trash and stuff, but before we go to the main event, we need to take care of this stuff here in the front, which is this bathroom and the lighting, obviously. Alright, so let's just go ahead and place these little like recessed lightings to me around this little downstairs space. I'm gonna go ahead and place one in the bathroom, but we gotta clean that up. I need to mention this. We definitely keeping that stairs. We not changing it out like that. This goes with the floors, and that's another thing. I'm keeping these floors because I feel like these floors are in perfect condition, and it just still gives this house that older look a little bit. I wanted to keep that look a little bit, but switch it up and make it modern at the same time. So that's what we doing with that, and that's kind of my reason for going with that color columns. But let's go ahead and clean up this bathroom. This is definitely gonna look like a real modern style bathroom kind of when I'm finished with it. All right, so we got everything taken care of that we need to get taken care of. Let's go ahead now and grab the paint because like I mentioned, we're keeping those same floors. So the only thing we need to do is paint in here, which I'm going to do that room by room and not by wall. So let's just go ahead and paint this whole downstairs space, and then we'll be able to see everything we missed, like this little stuff right here. And yep, you guys see how that's like brightened up in here. Here I looked dark and depressing before, and now we added the new paint. It has literally brightened up in here and removed all those walls. We just need to copy this floor and place that in the kitchen area. In this bathroom, we're gonna do tile floors in here again, but just a different tile, more updated tile. So let's just go ahead and grab this tile right here. I'm not sure which color I want to go with. Yeah, I think I might go with the little darker color in this tile, like this maybe. And then I'm gonna run that up this wall. Matter of fact, let's just go ahead and knock out this bathroom. So what we're gonna do is run that tile up this. Back wall right here. And then back there, that's where I'm gonna do a custom shower tub combo. If you've been watching me for a while, you already know I got this little thing where I do my own little tub combo because I don't really like the ones that Sims has. So I decided to make my own, but we're gonna go ahead and place this tub right here in there. And then to do this, you just need to go and grab a half a wall that's the same size as that tub, which is usually the 0.5 one. Go down and go to half wall trimming. You can use whatever color half wall trimming you want to. I'm gonna just use white. We're gonna use that towel on the front of this. Boom. And then you just simply need to grab one of these shower heads if you have this stuff. If you got more than just the base game pack, then you can do this. Boom. I'm gonna grab a toilet. Like I mentioned, this is gonna be a simple bathroom, but kind of modern. So I'm probably gonna end up using this toilet right here. And maybe I should use the gold fixtures. How do we make this gold? The handles. I just want the handles gold. Boom. And then this is kind of giving you guys a hint of what cabinets I'm using in the kitchen, but it don't really matter. We're using the newer base game cabinets. And I want to do that like this. I'm gonna grab a sink. I'm gonna probably do the same build hack that I always do, or should I do a different one? I might use this one this time. So I'm gonna raise this up twice, and then I need to center it off. So I'm gonna just make sure I turn on free placement and move this around the way I want to. I don't know what kind of mirror to use, so we might just end up using we can use this gold mirror right here. Okay, let's go up with it a few times. Matter of fact, I think that's kind of ugly. We just gonna use this long backlit mirror. So I'm gonna take that once and place there, and then we're gonna copy it and make sure we bring it all the way down to the edge of that cabinet. And then above that toilet, I'm just gonna go in with some shelves. I'm probably gonna end up changing the color of them. Maybe it's like a color that matches the cabinet. And that's the bathroom renovation. Now let's just place a door there, which I'm gonna use this door right here. Because over here we want to do like a nice little design. I'm gonna do that near the end though. Let's go right here to this living room space. All right, so in this living room, I need to make this a little bit bigger, because this is where the couch is supposed to go. So I'm gonna just slide this down a little bit. That's not gonna be interfering with anything, and then I can just pull this roof over once, and of course slide that window in the center. And then back here, this is where you'll be able to place your couch, little lamps and tables or whatever. And right here, I was thinking I shouldn't do this because it's going to be taking up a lot of space, but we're going to go ahead and place our own little custom fireplace, which they didn't have here before, but I really want to add one. So you still got walk room. Your couch will go in this little area. You can put a little coffee table and it'll still be walk room. Now we're going to take that brick that we use on the exterior or stone and wrap around this new fireplace. On the inside, I'm going to raise up the platform twice. And then we're just going to go inside of it with some black stone to black out the inside of the fireplace. We're going to grab these gravel floors and place in the bottom. And then I just need to grab a glass like this and place on the front of this to kind of make it look real. But as you guys know, this is not functional. It's just for looks. Alright, to the main event, but not the end of the video. Let's get working on this kitchen. Okay, so we're going to have to remove that window right there. I showed you guys the cabinets that we're going to use in the kitchen in that bathroom. So let's just go ahead and grab them. And I'm not going to place anything in a certain order right now. I'm just going to put the cabinets down, and then we'll rearrange where the stove and the refrigerator and stuff is going to go. So let's just run these all the way down. And like I mentioned, I'm making that kitchen a lot bigger, so I'm bringing it all the way down. And I told y'all that I was kind of deleting the dining room area a little bit, but you can still be able to place a table or whatever right there. Right here, I think we should remove these two smaller windows and grab one of these larger windows or longer and place right here in this area. And then for the backsplash in this kitchen, I'm going to use the same tile that I used in that bathroom, but just in white, because I feel like that's going to fit this kitchen area a little bit better. So we're going to go to buy a room and run this tile all around this kitchen space. Alright, so we're going to remove a cabinet there and remove a cabinet here because, as you guys probably guessed, The stove is going here. And the refrigerator will go right there in that little space. All right, now let's grab the upper cabinets, which I kind of like to switch it up and use like a different color, different upper cabinet. But I feel like with this one right here, it's going to look nice with us using the matching upper cabinets. So let's go ahead and place these upper cabinets. Do one above this. No, I'm not going to do one above the stove because I'm going to do like a little, a bigger stove vent. So we're not going to be able to place a cabinet there. But we will be able to place it all around the rest of the kitchen. Above that refrigerator, we're going to go in with the half a tile cabinet, just like that. And then we're going to use this, my favorite stove vent, this steam catcher stove vent. And I'm going to shrink it down once because it's a little big. Place it, and then turn on free placement so I'll be able to place it the way I would like it placed, which is like that. All right, so we did that in the kitchen area. Now I'm just gonna grab a cabinet from in there and then place it right here beside this fireplace. Copy that immaculate shelving and go above this twice. And then I'm gonna just use this tile right here on the side of it like that. Alright, so I'm not that great with decorating, but I'm gonna try to do a little something in this downstairs space. So we're gonna start off with like a small little dining room table. It's not gonna be nothing too crazy. Damn, well, I look good dining room tables, small dining room tables. Okay, I'm not that good with decorating, but we just gonna grab, okay, something like this maybe. Just kind of like place it in the center of the floor so it's not taking up too much space, but it's not up against the wall. And then use these chairs because these chairs, the color fits perfectly. And I'm gonna just put 2 around it for right now because this house is so small. So there's like 2 people in here. So that's like the little dining room space. Oh, and I want to run some lights in this kitchen. I didn't want to go too crazy, so we're just going to use like 2 lights like this, and then I'm going to change the color of them to white. I'm probably just going to put this one right here over where like the dining room table is. It's not exactly where it is at, but I'm going to just slide it over like that. And that yellow lighting is throwing off the kitchen, so we're just going to go ahead and change that to white. All right, back over to this living room space. I feel like this deserves some type of accent wall, and I want to keep it flowing with like the floors, so I might just use something like this. It's kind of ugly, but I kind of like it. All right, now let's just grab us a simple little couch. I might just do like a black. A black couch like this. Boom, that's long enough and it fits. And then we got a little space on the sides to maybe grab like a small accent table. Maybe some little skinny accent tables like this. I know these are not the best accent tables I can find, but I'm not that good with decorating. I'm just trying to show you guys this house decorated a little bit. So I'm gonna slide that in between there. And then let's throw these lamps on top of those accent tables. Okay, that actually don't look that bad, but now we just need to find a coffee table that's gonna be perfect. Okay, and then we can probably use this black glass coffee table, and that book right there never removed itself or anything. I can't even remove it, so I guess I'll just place the coffee table like that. And throw that rug down there, which I can slide that rug up just a little bit like that. And I feel like over here in this little space, I can do like a little bookshelf and then like some little chairs. So I'm gonna just grab my favorite go-to bookshelf, this bookshelf right here, white and black, place it against that wall. And then we just need some small little chairs to place right there in front of the bookshelf. Maybe something like this. Like 2 of these. I don't know how to place them. Something like that. And then we can use those tables again. Place one in the center. Boom. And then maybe throw some books on top of it. I feel like that's going to be perfect. Okay, some books like that. Boom, so we filled that little space. Now right here, I want to do that little accent wall right there. I feel like that kind of matches a little bit with the other accent wall we use. And then I'm gonna grab these columns that I used out front and place in these little spots right here. So I feel like that looks pretty good for the entrance space. Now that we got the downstairs space completed, I'm gonna just show you guys this real quick. So y'all remember what it looked like before, and this is the after of the downstairs space. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that down in the comment section. And I forgot to mention that this is the only bathroom in the house. So let's go upstairs now. We got like this like attics. This is kind of being used as like an attic space, but we're gonna clean this up and make this like a small little teen's bedroom, or like a bedroom with some bunk beds in it, because it's so small. We're gonna definitely remove that archway from there and put a door there, and then clean up the main like master bedroom right here. This is definitely cluttered to the max, so let's get rid of everything in here. Alright, after removing almost everything from this upstairs space. Oh, hold on, wait. I like how they did this. How they put this little book thing in the wall. Okay, I might end up actually keeping this because I like the way they did that. Maybe we just might change the color of it, freshen it up a little bit. So white and black maybe. So let's just go all the way around and change these little stick thing colors to black. And this is something that we're going to actually keep. Alright, so after we freshen that up, let's just go ahead and grab the paint. So I'm going to just slide downstairs and copy it. Come back upstairs and paint this all white like we did downstairs. We need to change this railing up here, and we're gonna use that same fencing, and we're gonna use that same fencing that we used. Well, not we used, that was already on the exterior on this. So boom, and then I'm gonna try to add a railing just so it looks like it's real. So let's place that, and then we can now remove this left side. So let's just go ahead and only have a right rail, because there's no need for a left side railing because you're not going to be able to actually see it. Okay, and I'm kind of actually liking the carpet that they got in this bedroom right here. That one in that bedroom is kind of dirty, so we're just going to go ahead and add that fresh carpet in there. We need to go downstairs and grab the doors that we use down there, and then place one here for this bedroom and then one here for this bedroom. And like I mentioned, this is gonna be like a little teen's bedroom or like a kid's room. So I'm just gonna throw a nice little bunk bed in there. And it's kind of tight in this room, but I'm gonna still end up putting a TV up on the wall in here. And then maybe put something like this, because it's like a kid's room, down at the foot of the bed, which I'm gonna raise that TV up just a little bit. Oh, I can put that in that corner like that. And then boom. So that's like the little kid's room. And then over here, we're just gonna simply grab this white and black bed. I don't know if this has any matching nightstands to this bed. Oh, but we can make these ones match it. So we'll go with these nightstands right here. Huh? But Connor, go turn the TV down, son.
Huh? What to do?
She said turn the TV down right now. And then throw these lamps up on these tables. I want to use one of these accent walls up there. Maybe I should get a different color because of how we went with the white and the black. Okay, I kind of like that. Or we can do that one. I think I might go with that one right there. I don't think those nightstands has a matching chest or dresser. We're gonna have to try to find one that'll match up. This one is white and black, but it has gold handles. Okay, maybe we'll use that dresser right there. And then get those matching nightstands to go along with it, because those nightstands right there does not have a matching dresser, which irritates me, but somehow we'll make this work. And I'm probably gonna end up switching the bed also. Huh? Alright, hold on. So we'll switch that bed out for this one. Alright, you guys, so that is this house full renovation. I didn't do no landscaping, nothing, because decorating and landscaping is just not my things. But when it comes to the design, the interior layout, that's what I'm strong at. So let's just go ahead and show you guys what this house looks like now, and then y'all let me know, do y'all want me to renovate that second house right there? I gotta come up with some ideas for this. This right here is another one that's probably gonna kind of puzzle me, but I'll probably be able to put together a design for this. Let's go on the inside and see how this renovation turned out. Okay, first thing we gotta do is switch that. I don't know why somebody would put carpet on the roof, but okay. On the ceiling, I mean. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, so here is the interior and the entrance foyer area right here. Let's slide right into that one and only bathroom. Wait. Alright, so that's the bathroom right there. Let's go over here. We got this little bookshelf and then little chairs and then this little accent table right there to fill that space. We got the living room right here. It's kind of tight. I should have added a TV, but I forgot. I'm going to definitely add that. We got the small little dining room space, and then we got the nice new big upgraded kitchen. Let's head on upstairs, which I decided to keep because it kind of matches the floors. We got this little bookshelf thing in the wall. I kind of like the way this looks, so I kept it and I just switched the colors up, made it look a little bit more modern. But we got the master bedroom, I would call this. This is not the matching bed to these nightstands and dressers, but I kind of like this bed, so I decided to go with it. And then we got like the little kids room right here with the little bunk beds, the little drawer thing, and then a TV up on the wall. So I went simple with the decorations because, like I mentioned, I'm not that good with decorating, but I feel like this renovation turned out pretty nice. Y'all gotta drop down in the comment section and let me know what y'all think about this. Drop a like on this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel, press that notification bell, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next renovation. I want to thank all the new subscribers and the new viewers that's here. Let me know what y'all want to see, and y'all can go watch all my old renovations and house builds and build hacks and stuff down below.